Hello guys, welcome to the KP Academy. In this video, we will see how to draw assembly of footstep bearing and how to draw sectional front view and top view of the assembly. Okay, so in previous video, we have seen how to draw the parts of footstep bearing. If you have not seen that video, I have provided the link in the description. So let's start. So first of all, I will click here the Inventor software. You have to click here new. In metric you have to select this stand. In assembly you have to select here standard mm. Okay, then click create. Okay, now this is the first option, that is place from content center. So but we have to select this place, right, to import the parts of the footstep bearing, right. So click here place option, then we have to select the part. So first of all I will select the first part, that is flange. Okay, so click here and then open it. Click once, so right click it and click OK. Okay, I want this part, flange part, in one time, in one number only. So that's why I have clicked in one. I have clicked once. Okay, so if you want any part in two numbers, you have to click twice. Okay, now what is next part? Next part is bush. Click here place again, then we have to select the bush. So here it is bush. Click open and click once because I want that part in one number. Right click, press OK. Right, now I want to assemble this bush into this flange. Okay, I want to assemble this bush into this flange. So how to do that? Click here constraint. Right, in the constraint in assembly, here we have to select mate and here also mate. Right, now first of all what I will do is I will mate the axis of this bush with the axis of this. Right, so click here this axis and click here this axis. Right, you can see here the axis of this bush and axis of the flange is coincident, right, like this. Okay, now I can move this flange like this or flange or bush like this, right. So I can take this bush out from this flange, right, but what I have to do is I have to keep that bush inside this flange, right, and also here there is a sunk on the bush part, right, and on the flange there is a sunk recess. You can check here like this. Okay, so I want to insert that sunk which is in on the bush into this sunk recess which is on the flange, right. So to do that, click here constraint. Right, so what I will do is I will select this face sunk recess. So I will select this face of this sunk recess, right, and I want to select the face on the sunk on the bush, right. So this face I want to select, so this face, right. Click here apply and then click cancel. Now you can check the alignment of these faces are in one line, right. So let me change the view. You can check it here like this. You can select, you can check this face and you can see this face. Those two faces are in one line, right. Now I can take this bush inside this flange, right. So to do that I will just move this like this, right, or little bit I will move this out, right. Now I can click here constraint, click this bottom face of this bush like this and the top surface of the flange. Which one? This one, right. So click here apply and then click cancel. Okay, right. So in this way you can assemble this part. Now all the motions of this flange all the motions of this bush are restricted, right. Now you can see here when I click this flange body I can move it here like this, right. But if I don't want to move that, what I will do is I will click here flange and right click it, and here you can make it grounded. Now you can see here it cannot be moved like this. Okay, right, like this you can make it grounded, right? Now what is next part? Next part is pin. So this is pin. So click here and click open. In this way you can insert this pin. Right click and press OK. Now this pin I want to insert into this pinhole which is provided on the flange. You can check this is the pinhole here, right? So I want to insert that pin into that pinhole, right? So first of all I will mate the axis of this pin with the pinhole. So click here constraint and click here axis of this pin, right? Then axis of the pinhole which is on the flange. So this is the axis, like this. You can see the pin is inserted into the hole, right? Click apply, then click cancel, right? Now if you see here, this is what the pin is. I can take it out because its motion is not restricted there. It is not completely restricted, it is not completely constrained. Okay, so let us constrain its motion, let us constrain its position. Now right now if you see this drawing, here there is a pinhole in the flange that we have just inserted the pin in that pinhole, right? Now you can see here the pinhole is of 4 mm diameter and 6 mm deep. That means what? We have to insert that pin 6 mm deep into the pinhole here which is provided on the flange. Okay, so let us do that. So I will take this pin out for time being. Just click here constraint. Now click the bottom face of this pinhole, right? So this is the bottom face, right? Click here. Now you can select the bottom face of that pin. Okay, bottom face of that pin, like this. So this is the bottom face, right? Now click apply and then click cancel. Now you can see that pin is properly inserted or not. Now how to do that, how to check that? Let us do it again. Right, now to do that, what I want is I want a plane which should pass through the from the middle of this pin, right? So for that what I will do is, you can check that in the drawing that the pin is provided here, right? That pin is provided here, right? That means what? I can take one plane from this one, offset this plane which is here perpendicular to this line, perpendicular to the screen, and offset it up to the distance of 65 here, half of this 130, right? So here is the option, offset from plane. Select this plane because I want to offset this plane, right? So this plane is selected to offset, right? Now I want to insert the distance in this direction, right? So the distance is how much? 65, right? You can see the direction of this offset plane is here, but I want that in opposite direction here. So I will click here and click here minus. You can see the offset plane is created. Click here OK. Now see, so this is my plane, right? So it is called as work plane 1. Click there, right click it and click new sketch, right? And here there is an option slice graphics. Click here. Now you can check that pin is properly inserted or not. You can see the half of the pin is inserted into the pinhole which is provided on the flange. Okay, that means what? Our pin is properly inserted. Okay, and you can see the boost part is also properly inserted, right? The boost part is also properly inserted. There is no any lag there, right? That means we are going on a right track. Okay, so finish this sketch right? So for time being I will keep this plane work plane, because later on also we will check that whether it is correct or not, right? But I can delete this sketch here, right? I can delete this sketch. Okay, so next part is what is next part? Next part is disk. Okay, so this is disk, right? How I can check that? Let us go to the drawing here. Now you can see here we have inserted this bush inside this flange. Now what is the inner diameter of this bush? It is 50. You can check here. Inner diameter is 50, right? That means what? The parts which outer diameter is 50, that can be inserted into this bush, right? So one part is shaft and another part is disc. Both have the diameter 50. Okay, but you can see here at the in the flange, at the bottom, at the top surface of this flange here, you can see the pinhole is provided, right? And also the pinhole is provided in the disc. So this is what the pinhole here, right? That means what? Before inserting this shaft, we have to insert this disc, right? And the pin which is half above the top surface of this flange should be inserted into this hole which is on the disc. Okay, so that means we have to insert the disc. So this is disc. Click here, open, and you can press like this, right? Right click and OK. Now see, this is the plane that we have just created. उसका मैं visibility off कर लेता हूँ. Just right click there and click here visibility, right? Now, so this is what my disk is, right? So I want to insert this disk inside the bush, right? So to do that, what I will do is I will constrain the axis first. Okay, so click here constraint, again here assembly, and type here mate axis of this disk and axis of this bush, right? Click here apply and then click cancel, right? Now you can see the axis is coincided, right? So, but I can take that disk out, right? Now what I have to do is I have to put this disk at the bottom or on the top surface of this flange, right? But before that, let me coincide the axis of this pinhole which is on the disk and pin axis of the pin, right? So click here constraint, click the axis of this pinhole which is on the disk, and next we have to select the axis of the pin, right? Yeah, so this is the axis of this pin, right? Click apply and then click cancel. Now you can see that the axis of this pinhole, right, is coincided with the axis of the pin. Okay, now I can insert this disk on the top surface of this. I can put the disk on the top surface of this flange, right? So click here constraint, click the bottom face of this disk like this, and what is the next face? Top face of this surface, top face of this flange, right? Like this. Click apply and then click cancel. Okay, now whether my disk is properly inserted or not, how to check that? Click here work plane, right click and then click new sketch. Okay, and what is the next procedure? You have to click slice, right? You have to click slice graphics. Now here you can check that disk is properly inserted, right? That disk is properly inserted, right? So click here finish sketch, and again we have to delete this sketch, right? We have inserted first part, that is flange, that is the main body. Next part is bush, third part pin, and fourth one is disk, and last part is what? Shaft. Again insert that, click here place and then click here shaft, open and place here like this, right click and OK. Okay, so again you can check the drawing. just earlier I have discussed that the inner diameter of this bush is 50 and outer diameter of this shaft is again 50. That means in the bush only we have to insert this shaft. Okay, so click this here and click constraint. So first of all we will constrain the axis. So click axis of the shaft and click axis of the bush. It is like this, right? Click apply and then click cancel. Okay, now I can take this shaft out like this, right? Now what I have to do is, you can check here the shaft end part, it is curved like this. Okay, it is curved like this, and you can check the disc top surface. So the disc top surface is here like this curved. That means what? I can put or I can place the end part of this shaft on the disc. Okay, so let us do that. Click here constraint and you have to select this edge of this shaft, right, and we have to select the edge of the disc. So this is what the edge, right? Again click apply and click cancel. Again अगर चेक करना है तो वर्क प्लेन 1, right click, new sketch. What is that? Next procedure, it is slice graphics. So here it is slice graphics. You can check that the shaft is properly inserted. So this is the curved part of this disc and this is the curved part of this shaft. It is properly inserted, right? So in this way we can do the assembly of this footstep bearing. So I can now delete this work plane 1, right? Right click and then click here, click accept, right? So in this way we can select this like this, we can do assembly like this, right? Now first of all what I will do is, I will ensure that the front view is this one, okay, or I will ensure this is the top view, right? Right click, set current view as top, like this, right? You can see this is the top view now, right? Now here I can delete this sketch 3, define, okay, delete, right, okay. Now later on we have to save this assembly, whatever assembly we have done, you have to save. Click here, save, do the name of that, assembly of footstep bearing 1. I will take it 1. Okay, so click save. Now we can do the we can draw the sectional front view and top view of the assembly, right? That we can do in the drawing part, right? So click here, new, then we have to select this drawing. In the drawing part we have to select ISO drawing. Here you can select this one, ISO drawing. Click here, create. Okay, so this is the drawing sheet. In this drawing sheet we have to draw that sectional front view of the assembly and top view, okay, and also we have to insert the part list. So let us discuss that, how to do that, right? So to insert that assembly that we have created earlier, so click here base, like this, right? You can see automatically that assembly is inserted here, right? Okay, if not you can go here, right, and you can select this assembly 1 like this, right? Click open, right? So here is the front view. So I will make it top view here like this, okay, right, and I can place this here. Now I can select this roster view like here, right, and click OK, right? So this is the roster view, right? Now you can place it anywhere that you want, right? Now you can change the scale also, right? So double click that, you can see the scale is here half, but here to adjust the view here on this drawing, I can make it 1.5, right. Okay, because I want to insert the front view here also, and I want to insert the part list here. Okay, so I will adjust this according to the space available with us here, like this. Okay, so in this way I can insert this part. This is the top view. Okay, now I can project this. I want the sectional front view. So this is the top view. Okay, this one is the top view, right, inside which all the hidden lines are provided here. Hidden lines are visible here, right. Now I want the sectional front view. So here I can select this section, click here, click this object, right, and from here I can select here, like this. From here, click here and then click inside this here, and next here, right, right click and then continue. Okay, when you continue, you can select, you can check here that sectional front view is created. Okay, like this, right. You can check this sectional front view is created. How we have cut that object? Likewise we have cut this object. So this part we have removed, and when you see this object in this direction, you can see the object is like this. You can see the assembly is like this, right. So in this way you can make the assembly drawing, right. So this is the sectional front view, and this one is the sectional top view. Okay, now how to do the naming, right. Okay, so for that, go here, annotate, right. In the annotate there is an option balloon, right. Click here. So first of all we will give the name for this. That flange body. So this is the first part. I'll take it here, click here and right click and please continue. Okay, so you can see the part number 1 is this one. Okay, next one, what is next part? You can select this bush part. Okay, click here and click like this here, right click and then continue, right. What is next? Heritage pin. You can select like this and make it align, right. Just you have to take mouse on this 2 and just move downward like this, and click here and right click, continue. Okay, what is next part? Disk here. So this is disk. Again same procedure here, like this, right click and continue. Okay, and what is last? This one is the shaft, right. Same, put here, select balloon, balloon, so this is the shaft, right click, continue. I will move this little downward, like this. I'll take here like this. Okay, so in this way we can do the numbers. Okay, now we can insert the part list. Okay, we can insert the part list. How to do that? Here there is the option part list. Okay, so click here, part list, click the assembly. What is that? Assembly of footstep bearing. Click here and then open. Okay, now you can insert here like this, right? You can see the part list is created like this. Item number 1, what is item number 1? It is flange. You can see the item number 1 is here, flange, right? What is item number 2? Item number 2 is bush, that we have just created. So this is what the bush is, right? Then what is item number 3? It is pin. You can see the pin is here, right? Next one, item number 4, disk. This is disk. This is item number 5, that is shaft. So you can see the shaft is there, right? Now if you want to enter the material of that parts, right? So to edit that part list table, just double click there, right? Now here there is a description. Instead of description, you can insert the material, right? How to do that? Right click, right, and after that format column. Okay, what we have to do is on click here description, right click and click here format column. Okay, now here you can insert material. You can name it as a material. Okay, material, right? Now so this is heading at the center, and when you enter the when you write the materials, that should be centered, right? Okay, right? Here also I want all the parts at the center, so format here centered. Okay, right? Okay, now click apply and click OK. You can see instead of description, now here it is material. The main body is what? Flange. So main body is always many times it is cast iron. Okay, so for flange the material is cast iron. So click here, double click, and here you can enter and write cast iron. Okay, what is next? Bush. The next material is GM. GM means gun metal. Okay, so you can enter that. The for bush it is gun metal, right? And next part it is pin. Okay, so you can see here the pin material is MS. MS means mild steel. For pin it is mild steel, right? What is next? It is disc, and for disc the material is GM again, that is gun metal. Okay, gun metal, right? Next part is shaft. For shaft it is again MS, mild steel. Click here, write mild steel, right? Click here apply and click OK, right? Like this you can insert all your part list, right? So here part number, we should name it part name, right? Double click here, then here it should be part name. Right click, format column, here you can write part name. Okay, apply, click OK, right? So here it should be part name. So like this you can insert the part list also. You can insert the you can give the names of the numbers of these parts. Okay, accordingly you can select this part list. Okay, right. Now let us discuss how to print this, how to make it into the PDF, right? How to make it into the PDF. Let me first zoom this one. Sorry, here it is. Okay, right. Now to convert this into the PDF, let us now before that let me give the names here. What is it? It is sectional front view. So for that, text, I want text here, so make a rectangle here like this, right? Now here you can write sectional front view. Okay, sectional front view. Click OK. You can see the name is here, right? But now I want to edit this. I want to do it properly, so I will increase the size of that. Here you can increase the size, so make it 5. Okay, click OK. So now you can see it is like this. Okay, now again double click it. Let us make it at the center here like this, right? So what will happen? Click here. You can see it is exactly at the center. What is that part? This view is the sectional front view, and what is this view? It is the top view. Let us do that. Make a rectangle like this, and here it is top view, right? Select it, make it 5, make it at the center. Click OK like this. Okay, so in this way you can name the views also, top view and front view. Okay, right. Now here if you want to enter your college name, you can do it here, right? So this is designed by me, that means the name of PC will be here designed by. So my name of PC is Jadhav, that's why it is designed by Jadhav, right? Now you can enter your college name here in this box. Okay, how to do that? Same procedure. Go to your text, then click here and make a rectangle like this, right? Like this, and you can enter here any college. Let us say it is College of Engineering. Name of your city, let us say it is Delhi, right? College of Engineering Delhi, right? Size again 5, at the center. Click here. Okay, like this, College of Engineering Delhi, right? Now if you want to enter the name, your name, you can enter here like this. That means you can enter anything, your name, your roll number, anything you can enter here, right? So likewise you can edit this drawing here, right? So this is the date of the drawing on which you have created this drawing, right? So likewise you can draw a sectional front view and sectional front view and the top view of the footstep bearing, right? Okay, now so later on how to convert this into the 3D. Now I will project this one into the 3D. So here there is option place view, project here, click here, and now you can project here like this. Click there and right click and then create. You can see it is created like this. So I will just adjust the view, right? Make it shaded. Okay, so likewise you can change, right? Now let us discuss how to convert this drawing. In this way we have completed this all the parts. Sectional front view we have completed, top view we have completed, and also we have inserted the part list. Also we have given names to the numbers to this part list. Okay, and also this is the 3D view. Okay, now in this way we can complete our drawing, right? Now we can convert this drawing into the PDF. How to do that? Just click here file. Okay, click here file. Here there is the export option. Okay, in export you can convert that into the image, you can convert it to the PDF also, and here are some different options. Okay, so let us convert that into the PDF. So click here PDF, where you want to save it, let us do it here and click here save. Okay, click OK. It will take little time. Now let us go to that folder. Here it is, that folder. So this is the PDF that we have generated. Click open. Here. So in this way we have created that PDF, right? So this is the complete story of the how to draw assembly of footstep bearing and how to draw sectional front view and top view of the assembly. Okay, thank you so much.